Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Recorded Round podcast. This is episode
Something.
17. Let's go with 17.
19.
Yeah.
19. Let's go with 19. And thank you all for your suggestions of who we should have on the podcast, even though most of them were pretty bad. Today, well, before we introduce our guest, we have our usual people. We have Dom.
Ew.
And Jamer. And today's guest is Brink.
Hello.
Brink has a very vast knowledge of Recorded Round, so we thought he'd be a great person to have on because my knowledge is diminishing by the second.
We need someone with good knowledge to cover the amount of rounds we've missed.
Yeah. And so speaking of all the rounds we've missed, instead of covering every single round we've missed, we're just gonna talk about some of the not more important ones, but the ones that what am I trying to say, Dom? Help me out.
To have stuff we can talk about.
Yes.
Because as much as there weren't particularly a lot of bad rounds this year, some good rounds don't really have anything interesting we can talk about.
Yeah, there were, and also I don't want to talk about like 3 seasons of the same round that happened while we were gone.
Yeah,
But we can get started with anything that's on this list. If any of you guys want to start.
let
me find the list. I'll choose it first.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
Because you can talk about it while I finish eating my dinner.
What? Oh, is that why you're choosing?
Yes.
Okay.
So that I can come in at a later date. The comeback of Sin.
Of cinema. Okay.
good start one.
5 and well, I guess 6 happened this year. 5
Yeah.
happened last year. We can still talk about both.
Yeah,
I think it's we talked about this during the awards when it didn't win most improved RR, but it definitely Tiago's done a very good job with it.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Kind of even like just comparison to like how cinema was doing before I died. Like the survival game season was not good. Really not good. I still think the intro is like one of the most controversial posts of all time on the subreddit still.
Yeah, that's Back to the Future.
Oh, that's
No,
Back to the Future,
season
sorry.
4.
Oh, yeah, that was Back to the Future,
Yeah.
sorry, yeah. I mean, survival games I don't think was that good either. But then
Season 3
Back to
was
the
head renders.
Yeah, and then
Yes, I love head rendering.
yeah, then Back to the Future was not good at
Well,
all.
If that season brought us anything, it was right. The future for cinema was indeed cooler. Sid, add applause, please.
You can't just demand Sid to add things.
Yeah.
Now that he's offered to edit, thank you, Sid. You can't just like demand he adds shit to the podcast.
But yes, I do think that cinema has improved greatly, and the intro that Fenna made was incredible.
Yeah, definitely amazing.
I think that's
Absolutely.
I think it's a top 5 intro all time right now, if you asked me.
Mm-hmm.
There's a ton of newcomers for season 5, but it wasn't just, oh, we're going to add these people and then we're not going to have them again. It was definitely these people are going to stay in the round and you're going to see them again and you're going to be able to build on who they are.
Yeah, it's 100% expected when someone brings back around that you're not going to get everyone. I honestly think it was pretty commendable that Tiago did manage to get so many people back.
Yeah.
I know, especially in the first attempt of season 5, there was a lot of people who came back, and then some dipped. Some notable ones dipped. Mm-hmm. But yeah, like still the release attempt of season 5 had a lot of returners, and then season 6 season 6 didn't feel like it was like coming back again with even like tons of newcomers again. It was.
Well, I don't think like cinemas now. It's not like cinema's back now. It's like cinema's out because it's not a returning round anymore. So now it's like now let's just do votes for people because the roster clearly isn't the same. So votes are gonna go differently than they would if the roster had stayed intact the whole time.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
So I think that with the newcomers in season 6, they were also. I think the newcomers in season 6 are better than season 5 because when season 5 came out, everyone was expecting, like, cinema. Where's all the cinema people? But instead, it was mostly newcomers. Whereas opposed to season 6, we're like, oh, we're expecting newcomers, and I think they fit the round pretty well.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Also, I also would say that the game modes for the 2 cinema seasons so far have done the concept infinitely more justice than when cinema used to exist.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
What was the season 5? The season 5 one was Jumanji.
Yeah, like the jungle one with all the dice rolling and all that. And then season 6 was The Purge, where it was like nighttime and then there was towns to raid. All that jazz.
Okay.
Compared to the like old cinema, which had 3 seasons which were just like one game mode. Like Ghostbusters was Vengeful Spirits. And then,
so it's kind of like they're actually, well, I've been saying this, like, I don't think a round needs to have like an original game mode created to like make it a good season, as long as you have like 2 or 3 game modes that like mesh well together. Like, I don't think let's have a theme for this season, make like an original game mode. Like okay, well, Phobia, yes, that's different because it's based around a fear, and you can't really just find a game mode that already exists for that. Yeah, it's a lot. So I guess that's like one of the only exceptions, honestly.
I kind of would argue that cinema is one of those rounds as well that kind of needs to have original game modes, because it's hard to find game modes that revolve around an entire film.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah,
it's a lot. That's a lot you have to kind of like take in with like stuff like with other themes and stuff with very kind of loose ideas to it. You can quite easily find game modes to match that, but with like something like if you're comparing to an entire film, is you kind of have to come up with stuff, and I think it's been done pretty well so far. That's until we get Ghostbusters 2 with Vengeful Spirits again.
I think it's just like, it's quite amazing that even with that new roster, Tiago's able to still like get those old returners still in the round and try and preserve that old like feeling, but still add his own twist onto it.
Yeah, I remember the efforts that were put in to try and get Honey from Hell back. It took some work.
Well, I mean, it's just hard to get in contact with people like that. So
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Gamer, do you have anything to say about cinema?
Yeah, he's muted.
You're in it, Jamie.
Yeah, sorry, I'm still finishing. Yeah, I echo most of your points on the roster. There's like, I helped you quite a bit with building the initial roster for it, and there was definitely like, I think we managed to encapsulate the feel of like cinema quite well. I realize that's a really like empty and vague answer. There's not
it's fine.
More to say.
All right. Anyone else have anything else to say about cinema?
No, I think that mainly like orchestrates the idea of how to bring back around, and that could just lead into our next topic.
Oh, that's a good point.
Which one? Wait, which one? I don't know.
The
one
problems.
Okay. You can start us off with that one, Brink. It was your idea.
So, recently in this last year, Distantia came back for season 5, and Inseparable came back for season 3. So they stuck to their old concepts, and Distantia had a good idea of, did execute the old roster and new roster well, but I think that what a lot of people questioned mainly was, for Distantia, there was no need to bring it back. And for Inseparable, do you need nostalgia? I can't talk. Nostalgia, or is it okay with only newcomers? And so, Distantia, from what I've heard, is almost dead again. And Inseparable is dead. So I think we mainly just need to talk about the problems with what happened during the seasons, or what happened during the building of the concept. Maybe, I don't know.
Well, I think Distantia was executed perfectly. The new season, they had the teams set up perfectly, like with what their main concept is, having like one US, one EU, one AU, I believe is their main thing there.
Yeah.
And they executed that great, and then it just fell off. I think the problem with it, like you said, like, oh, I don't think you can't really say like, oh, it didn't have to come back, because then you could make the argument, oh, well, cinema didn't have to come back, but cinema was executed great because the organizer clearly was Thiago's clearly like confident about this round. He really likes the round. So we can't really say for sure what happened with Distantia unless you were actually in it or unless you're the organizer.
Yeah.
But when it comes to Inseparable, that's different.
Inseparable had some interesting stuff go with it. Because when I joined Inseparable, I was expecting it to just be, we're just doing Inseparable 3. It's like we're just doing Inseparable the 3 call, whatever.
Not a word.
It's a word in my mind. That's entirely what I expected. It was just gonna be that. But then I heard that Michael was planning on like bringing it back as like, I'm pretty sure in his words, a regular round, and that was weird to me.
Unfortunately, that wouldn't. I was in Inseparable for like the early stages of it. I was originally with Twinkie, but then I couldn't make it, and also I wasn't with Miles. So
yeah, fair.
But then I left, or I think I was removed from the Discord when I wasn't gonna play. But then after I just kept on hearing that like it didn't end up going well, and also like the idea of having multiple seasons for a round like that, I just don't think would be a great idea.
Yeah, it's not at all viable.
Because if we're being honest, season 2 wasn't even that great of an idea in my opinion.
Season 2 was interesting. I think
it was interesting, but it had the same problem as season. Well, I mean, of course, the main issue people had with season 3, it was all over Twitter. It was like, oh, these people are inseparable, and I think the argument could have been made. Yes, that is true. And when you look at season 2 as well, there were a few pairs in there that I don't think people would count as inseparable.
Yeah,
but I honestly, the thing is, we're not the ones who can judge that, because like for all we know, Bobby and Perptam, best friends to the end. They've been friends for years. Like, we don't know. I mean, I know, but we don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. One thing is, I think the main issues for me in terms with Inseparable returning was the longevity of it. Because there's really only 2 options. It's either you keep the roster, but then every season you just have the same people teaming with each other over and over again. Or you get new teams every time, and then is it even Inseparable? Well, the thing it's just a new one-time round every.
The thing is that you can't do that with Team of 2. Like, I'll team with Miles this season. All right, who's my second best friend? And I pull up my list, and I see, my second best friend is Bear Garrett. Perfect. And then that's my So and then season 2 is your second best friend. But what Michael had a really good idea with basing it off of like friend groups. Which I thought when he suggested the idea, like, oh, that's a pretty good idea. Like, you got the Ambition friend group, you got Diana's TeamSpeak, you could even throw like Wrestling in there, Dom. I think it'd be a good idea. But I thought that was a good idea. I just didn't know how he was going to execute it and how many people would be like within each group.
Because especially with how he represented it in season 3, there was not a lot of a variety of friend groups there. It was pretty much like Diana's TS for the most part. There was like a few Ambitions. There was like a couple of like outlier stuff, but it was like really quite a Diana's TS round, I think. Let me go remind myself of the roster.
Yeah, you can look at my Twitter video for that if you want.
You have a Twitter video?
Oh, you haven't seen my Twitter video of the Inseparable intro? It's my pinned tweet. Go to my Twitter right now. You're doing this right now.
Hold on, this is gonna be a little tricky because your Twitter is was your Twitter still private?
Yeah, but you follow me, stupid.
Yeah, but I don't have Twitter logged in on my main.
Oh my god.
So I have to go and log in an incognito tab to speed things up.
Trust me, you're gonna love this. How did you never see this? Sorry,
it's probably tweeted at a time when I wasn't awake.
It was tweeted on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, it wasn't on my PC on Valentine's much.
Oh. Yeah, sorry for us getting off track, but I just need Dom to see this.
I see.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no. We have to get to the pink team.
I've already closed it.
Okay. You see, the video is just mine and Miles' heads on everyone except for Scrib and Garrett. But anyway, yeah. So like, but yeah, and then like I guess like when I think about it, there were better pairs that could have been represented in that. Like I think, of course, I don't know how good of friends people are. Obviously, like I would just be basing this off of like things I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we can't really judge because we don't know who everybody's friends with.
Exactly.
And so that idea of being able to say, oh, these guys are inseparable and these people aren't inseparable, it's kind of hard to be like, this follows the concept and this doesn't. And so it was just kind of hard to see what was going to happen with Inseparable. And I think that season 2 was a weird step in it because it was basically like kind of friend groups in a way.
Yeah, it was a lot kind of. Yeah, I'd say it's quite a lot like friend groups really, because it was like 4 people who all were like good friends with each other. So kind of even better represented like a full friend group.
Yeah,
I feel like season 3 had a good idea, and it was executed in a good way. If it was a one time and Inseparable hadn't happened before, but I feel like it didn't give people that feeling of nostalgia or that feeling of this is a good season to bring back Inseparable to, and I feel like people were really disappointed with that.
Yeah,
I think it's all it's. You can't like we keep on saying we can't really judge it, but I think like what more could have like really been done for a team of 2? Like you can't like it's going to be hard to get those kinds of people back to play that. So there's nothing he really did wrong. It was just maybe looking back at it like, all right, maybe this isn't a great idea. But like you can't like just like to people it didn't look like an Inseparable season. I think that was really the only negative that came from it.
Yeah, it's like because like obviously it's hard to get people back for that kind of run like that, but still like no one came back, like literally no one. It's like maybe you could get maybe at least like 1 or 2 people, but absolutely no one.
That kind of goes into one of the topics I have in this list about the return of like older players playing UHC again, and if that's going to have an effect on rounds. But this like Inseparable was played ages ago. This is before people started coming back, which it's like I guess we'll talk about that later on after we're done talking about all these rounds and all that. But it was interesting how like I think only like. Did anyone in this Inseparable season ever play an Inseparable season before this?
No.
Nope.
Literally every single player in this season was a newcomer.
Okay.
Michael was going to play, but then his partner didn't show up. So
okay. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
Can I add a little bit on? This is on the same sort of topic rather than about Inseparable. Talking about rounds and whether they should or shouldn't have come back. We talked about this earlier, but we weren't sure to bring up Addiction.
Oh yeah.
Addiction had that one season.
How long ago was that?
It was
not
August.
There's the failed season 11 that had its intro uploaded and then was hated and didn't air, and then this one came up this year and
September 2018.
Yeah,
I think it was 20 players, 4 episodes.
Yeah.
It was a pretty honestly pretty great roster for an Addiction return. But then the season just wasn't very good.
Fell flat.
It was just
I think it died again.
I don't even know if it died. From what I've heard, at least, it wasn't like planned to be like a routine comeback. It was just kind of like it was just kind of meant to be like we left on a low note where we didn't even get to release season 11. Here's an actual season 11. But I can't verify that. That's just kind of like stuff I've heard.
Yeah, like I think KevinPirie sent an image, and so they still have the Discord, but there hasn't been like any activity for the last few months. So
right.
Okay.
Thank you, Agent KevinPirie.
It's a secret agent.
Barely.
Yes, he really is. He really is something else, isn't he?
He's an icon of our generation.
Yeah, but
okay.
I really don't have much to say about Addiction. All right, so I want to talk about the new rounds. Nope, not talking about KevinPirie. I'm done with this. All right.
Good talk about agency.
What? I don't want to talk about
agency.
I don't want to talk about agency.
It's on the list.
Yeah, but we have more. Fine, let's talk about agency. Oh yeah, it is on the list.
Yeah, it is.
I thought you were kidding. Okay,
No.
I don't know why it's on the list, so someone else can take this.
I mean, I think it was one of the ones I think it was one of the ones I brought up. It's just kind of like one of the rounds would be fun to just briefly discuss about because it did have a fucking enormous season.
Oh yeah,
with
it
50
did.
people.
It did.
players.
With a lot of people, some of which didn't upload.
I loved watching all 5 perspectives of Pink Team. That was my favorite part of the season.
Yeah.
No,
beautiful.
I think agency that was 9, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was probably one of my favorite rounds I've ever played.
That was really fun.
That was
incredibly fun.
That was absurd. I don't usually do this, but if you haven't watched any of Agency 9, please, I'm begging you, watch Max 50's episode 3. It is Tom, that was.
It was so fucking fun.
I don't even like. First of all, for those who don't know, it was a mole season, potential mole season, and the fact that we possibly didn't have a mole and Frigid was just chasing us and swinging the sword at us constantly was just terrifying.
I've not actually watched your perspectives yet because all I just remember hearing you guys.
Yeah, I didn't have my episode 3. Max does. Max has a great perspective of it because he sees Frigid for the first time when he's digging after us.
It's just like this looming specter that's constantly following you.
And then I team killed him.
Yeah,
and he combat logged.
Frigid's like fucking Mr. X. You guys are just trying to get the fuck away.
Yeah, and then you were the mole, you shithead.
Yeah, and I just died. And I'm like, oh yeah, I was the mole, by the way.
Oh my god.
Because I went to go meet up with Kevin, but then his entire team also decided to meet up with him, so we kind of had to do a spontaneous fight.
So, how many agency seasons were there in 2018? Was 7, 8, 9 all this year?
It was 2, I think.
Yeah, it was 8 and 9.
One was, oh, okay. For some reason I thought, oh well, yes, season 7 came out exactly 12, it says 12 months ago on YouTube.
Damn.
So, oh wait, no, so March 5th, 2018 is when it came out. So 7, 8, and 9.
Oh, so they actually get 3, okay.
Yeah, all good seasons.
Yeah.
I played all 3.
Can we ignore the one where Vernon won?
Did he win? Oh my god.
Yeah.
He won the FFA.
Oh, that yeah. Do you remember the final fight for that one?
The final fight was in what, episode 5, and it was Vernon versus Frigid in a cave.
Yes. Frigid killed Lightning and Tux.
That's
like what?
This season just shouldn't
He's an
have
animal.
happened.
It was a cursed season.
Like the events of that season just shouldn't have happened.
And then season 8 was a pretty cursed season for me.
Fuck you, Lego.
Yeah, it won an award. I have an award.
Yeah. The Minecraft. Season 8 was the first the second Mr. Craftinator intro back, and it was kind of cool.
I think so.
His first one back was Around the World, I believe.
Yeah, ATW1.
All 5 seasons, but I didn't play the Vernon one. That's a good thing.
Yeah. I think that agency's at a really good point right now.
Agency. I'm still in it. Dom's getting kicked pretty soon. So.
Am I getting a late kick from when I deleted my season 6 perspective?
You did what? Now you're done.
Yeah, I know. No, Gus knows about this. I manually deleted my season 6 perspective because I needed to make room for a failed out of orbit 8 take.
That's great.
Yeah, so I deleted
that's hot. That's hot.
God fucking damn it. Yeah, that was not a wise decision on my behalf. But well, hey, I wasn't punished for it. I got off the hook.
Yeah, I think that
dog.
Even with upload rate issues, I think that with the big amount of players in a lot of these seasons, they still hold up. And so I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, definitely. You can still have a good amount of people kind of not upload or fail to upload, and it's still the rates still end up pretty good, and you don't really miss a lot. Like even though you had fucking one team of 5 where just 2 people just delete their footage immediately, you still had enough perspectives to actually watch what happened with their team.
Yeah.
I think the only team in season 8 that you couldn't watch was Kevin and Poem.
Yeah.
Wow,
Wait.
Who would have
shocking.
guessed?
Don't worry, Kevin's working on it.
No, he's not.
Kevin's working on it. He's
That
gonna
is
get it
the
up.
worst. How many times has he told Kevin to upload season 8? We're planning season 10.
Don't worry, he's getting it up.
Wait. Did Kevin upload season 9?
He uploaded-
No, his
Wait.
monitor broke.
Yeah.
He uploaded E1 through 3 on time, and then 4 through 7 with episode 7.
Yeah, because he
But he hasn't
monitor-
uploaded 8.
No, he hasn't uploaded season
No.
8 now.
This is
He's working on it, though.
crazy. This is crazy talk, KevinPirie.
He's working on it.
Good.
All right, we moving on.
Yes.
All right.
I like how that started and ended with KevinPirie.
We just
Um,
escaped him.
Dom, when you upload this and like you label it like featuring like just the archive featuring Brink, the KevinPirie episode, if you can do that.
This is the episode where we just shout out KevinPirie nonstop.
Yeah. We'll have a KevinPirie counter.
I don't want to sit to like go
Did
through another
please.
counter again.
Okay, so
All right.
what's next?
KevinPirie back number 3 to the end. Changed organizers. Just a little aside. GTE
Oh, yeah.
was organized by
yeah.
Frost the last time we did a podcast.
Oh yeah, maybe that's a little thing we should maybe address. Is maybe
Yeah,
some switch of hands.
I mean, it's not like it didn't die. So
Yeah.
that's good.
It was
Yeah.
like Frost and Rerun, and then Venny took over before season 17, and then in the middle of 18 it was Burble.
Yes. Rebel was over at some point, yeah.
So now is it just Burble?
No,
No, it's Venny.
I think
Purple,
Rerun's
and
still there.
yeah.
Ryron's kind of there,
Yeah, I
but
think
I'm
it's-
not
I think
sure
it's-
how
I
active
think
he
it's-
is in decision making.
Yeah, I think it's primarily Venny and Purple currently. And Venny went off to a flying start and organized 2 random team of 3 games in a row.
Wait, what? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, both of the seasons that Venny has organized have been random teams of 3,
Great.
if I remember correctly.
Yeah, but TT is one of my favorite rounds. So
That's good. I enjoy it.
do you want to know what my
they were both random teams of 3.
do you want to know what my favorite round is, Dom?
What's your favorite round?
Before we do that, are we done talking about TT?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think yeah.
All right, my favorite round is Ambition, Dom.
Oh. Why?
And 2018 was not a good year for Ambition.
Yeah.
How many seasons? 1.
2.
It was yeah,
2.
technically 2.
Technically, okay, so Ambition season 20 came out last year, and
Mhm.
people didn't like it.
Why?
I do wonder.
Well,
Why
because it was advertised as a 4-year anniversary season.
Happy Fun
And-
Year.
It wasn't a good year, or it wasn't a good season at all.
No.
Basically.
I think it definitely suffered from I suffered from the fact that Koki just wanted the season out for the anniversary,
Oh yeah.
and it felt incredibly rushed. Just
Yes,
to
but
get out.
then it came back. 21 was a great season. I think it was one of the better seasons that's happened in a while.
Yeah. And the Survivor players that are now in the round, like Bliv and Perpdan, I think are good additions, and I think that they really fit quite well with the roster and with the friend group aspect at this point.
Yes.
Also,
So because
also,
Ambition's roster was always kind of a friend group anyway.
Mhm.
while I have this platform to speak publicly, fuck you for getting Speedo back.
What? What do
Okay.
you mean?
You
Oh, do you mean you wouldn't happen to mean the RR gap, would you?
Yeah, where you
Oh, drat. Oh,
I
drat.
think that was kind of
If only that wasn't our plan all along.
because
Drat.
it feels like it because I feel like while the podcast has been kind of gone is when I really started doing the RR gaps thing, tracking how long it's been since it's like certain players have played certain seasons of a round.
Especially with people coming back as well now.
Yeah, it's like before Speedo happened, the record was like at like 1,200 days, and like there was a couple of people around like the 1,100 mark. And then Speedo happened, and it went to like 1,500 or 1,600, like a full year ahead.
Wow.
So,
I
yeah.
don't- Yeah,
Was
but
that, was
but
that genuinely your guys' plan?
no, it kind of just happened. We were like, oh shit.
It's like, oh, sure, Speedo.
Yes, but Ambition's still one of my favorite rounds. Probably is my favorite. Probably because, but I think that's the thing with Ambition is that since it is like a friend group round for the most part,
Yeah.
and you can't really say that about most rounds nowadays, except for like a select few.
Yeah, it's like why I'd consider Pathfinder one of my favorite rounds. Not really for the seasons, just because I love the group.
Yeah, like there were like at War was kind of a friend group round, I think, right?
Yeah. Now we have Impulse, which as of recording has not been released. Just the intro.
Okay.
Which was, and then like, really, what other friend group ones are there?
Evolution, maybe.
Yeah, I think yeah.
There was Kata and
Yeah, Kata
Grudge.
was, and then it died. Grudge died as well.
I wouldn't say Grudge was ever really a
I don't think
friend
Grudge was a friend group one.
Like,
no offense, I don't think Gwep and Dylan the Snake were best buds.
Yeah, I don't think Lightning Spark and the Best Candy were on the same page.
That's a team I'd pay to see.
Yep. All right. That's all I have to say about the Ambition 2018 year. But you know, it's not dead. So, or is it?
yeah.
I mean, all I can really just say is I think 21 did a good job at redeeming 20. And I'm hoping the good fortune continues.
Buki was robbed of Best Newcomer. Right, T-Firm? Oh.
I can't even remember who won.
You don't remember who won? T-Firm didn't drill it into your head?
Oh yeah, I remember. I remember now.
Did Jinko win?
For what, Best Newcomer?
Oh, Best Newcomer! I thought we were talking about the season. Whoops.
No. Okay, I remember now. Thank you, T-Firm.
Okay. Who wants to choose the next topic?
Do you want to just like try and like just quick fire our way through or at least like semi quick fire our way through like the new rounds that popped up?
Yeah. So I put 3 in particular.
I can find some words to briefly talk about, but we'll start with the ones on this list.
Yeah, so the main 3 of the new rounds that came out that I'm thinking of off the top of my head are Around the World, Abstraction, and The Divine Comedy. All good.
Thank you.
Okay. 1 second. I've got a full list of rounds from 2018.
Yeah, so we don't want the full list.
No, I want 5. I want 5 words max on every single one to show no bias.
No.
Phase.
What? The hell is phase?
Talk about phase.
What is phase?
Phase was.
That's 3 words. That's
Season round.
Phase was very good.
It was new gala. It didn't really work.
Yeah, they kind of had a gala theme, but they chose seasons as the seasons as a theme, despite there's only 4 seasons. It's like,
you know
what? I could see that being a problem at some point.
Yeah.
They only lasted 1.
Yeah. Yeah. Phase happened.
Astrology.
Wait, Jamie, what's next? We'll keep going.
Well, Randomania was first, but who knows?
That's
dead.
That's dead.
Really?
TDC.
All right.
I like TDC.
Yeah, it was fun to have to it was fun to announce on one of the podcasts that we did that it's like Jamie and I were like, hey, we're the new organizers of Phobia. It's our first round, while TDC in the background was happening. Actually, I think the podcast released after TDC came out. So it was so it was us going, hey, look, it's Phobia. It's our first round. Despite the fact TDC existed at this point. Actually, Jamie, you weren't an organizer at that point. It was me.
I was not.
Yeah. So yeah, TDC was in the works for a long time. It was a good time. Fun theme. 7 Deadly Sins nearly killed us, but we came back. Yeah.
Okay, Quixotic.
Quixotic's cool.
I like it.
Quixotic is cool.
It's yeah.
Good roster.
One of those things it's one of those times where it came out as a season 1 and I was like, oh, here we go. But it's like it's pretty good. I like it. The roster is fucking weird. Really fucking weird. Like so weird.
You know who organizes it, right?
I do.
KevinPirie.
They're not Sid, you're not doing a timer. I'm not letting you do a timer. A counter.
Yeah. Quixotic is in my opinion, like the best of the new like conceptless rounds.
Yeah, I mean,
Because you have things like connections and Quixotic. They kind of have like and things like conception and TTE. Like they have a concept.
they don't really.
But it's super broad, and you can literally do anything with it.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's
And
like,
Quixotic is the best of those that I've seen for a while.
yeah, the concept is super weak. So you can literally just do anything with it. But the actual like quality of like the seasons, like intro stuff, release stuff, newcomers, all that jazz has been pretty good so far.
Okay.
Also, going to drop the fact that Chibi made an intro in 2019.
Oh yeah.
Thought that was
That was
interesting.
cool. For Quixotic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he made one of them?
Yeah,
He made the
intro.
latest one.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Amazing.
very odd.
It is
person
very
to suddenly just
Chibi-esque.
pop up and make an intro in 2019.
Okay,
Yeah.
tell the tale.
Telltale is good.
And it's interesting.
Story.
Okay, wait.
It's-
Jamie.
Uh-huh.
How much longer is this list?
30 rounds.
No,
We're not talking about it. The whole
not
time,
after
so-
this, there's 9 more.
Okay, we can keep going.
Yeah, it's like tell the tale. I like the roster. It's just I think the concept still concerns me, because I don't really know how much they're gonna actually do with it. Like it's a case of like they can talk the talk and be like, yeah, each season will abide by this, will push a storyline and stuff. But I'm just kind of concerned it won't really. Like it will just kind of be like it's just kind of like it ends up like a fucking like a Telltale game where it's like it feels like you're making choices but you're not really. It's kind of like it's still predetermined path. It's just kind of just says like blah blah blah. We'll remember this. Like it doesn't actually affect anything.
Telltale.
Tell the tale. Well, hey, I'm just concerned that I don't know how much the story will be affected in the future by seasons. But other than that, I think the rest.
And on the topic of story, lore.
Shut up.
Lore's all right. I don't think really I think I have anything to say about lore
Not
in particular. Just kind of it exists. I don't
I assume it's
bad.
not dead.
It definitely exists.
100% say it
Okay.
exists. Keep going.
Good. Next. Astrology.
Like it.
Astrology has some good has a good trailer, right? I think so. That's one I'm
It did have a
thinking
good
of.
trailer.
Yeah. Having teasers for season 2, right?
Yeah, as of recording. It's nice. Roster's a fun roster. Theme is interesting. Not really one that I kind of. It's like I don't want to have anything against it, but it's not one that's kind of like one that's like, ooh, this is an interesting one. Just kind of it's got a theme. It works.
Is astrology based off the signs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I think whenever a season comes out, I just make fucking Binding of Isaac jokes. I'm a fucking dork. That's all I know. Yeah. Yeah, that's a little bit to say
Okay.
about that.
Conjure.
Conjure is.
I am
good.
choosing to abstain from Conjure.
Okay. Conjure's good. As far as I'm aware, it's just Syndic now.
It is,
Organizing.
yes.
Yeah,
Which
it's
is-
Remy, girl.
But Syndic seems to care a lot about it. So.
You know who else cares a lot about Conjure? T-Firm.
You can't keep saying this.
I didn't say KevinPirie. Oh!
We can't keep. We can't remember we got fucking yelled at in the first episode of the podcast. We can't
That's
keep
right.
doing this.
We did.
First episode we kept yelled at for this shit. We gotta stop doing this.
Yes, okay. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
I like-
T-Firm.
Yeah, Conjure. I like
Next
Conjure.
round. Around the world.
I like Around the World.
Yeah, I like it too.
Good
Yeah,
intros, good
cool.
ones.
Yeah,
Mhm.
good stuff. Can't really complain about anything really. It's just good stuff. Yeah.
Golden
Golden Globe.
I know
Uh,
nothing about Golden Globe. I just know of it.
It's about Shakespeare. It's alright. Has
Oh.
potential.
It's alright.
That's interesting.
I think season
Yeah.
one was a bit of a rough start, but season two it started to get its foot back in the game. I think got potential is a good term for it. I don't think it's bad, but it's like it's got a little bit of work to do, but
All of
Yeah,
one team
some
has
of
already
it.
gone from the round.
big
Yeah.
oof.
I don't know. But they were all guests, so.
Yeah.
Connections.
I don't
Yes.
think season one was good, was it? I can't
No.
remember.
X-Ross and Aqualox one.
Yeah,
And
oh,
X
yeah.
Oh,
didn't
that's right,
upload.
because he didn't upload.
Yeah.
Yes, there were lots of people. There were lots of problems with people uploading for it, weren't there?
Yeah, I remember. I think season 1 wasn't very good.
Let me look at the comments on the intro.
So, yeah, they got a little bit of an uphill battle to fight. And I think the theme was all right. It was like just kind of like general love stuff, just kind of relationships.
It was also Fence's first intro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Good intro.
He's gone on to make some good ones.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's
Okay.
interesting.
Cosmic UHC.
Garbage!
Do we have to talk about this?
Yes.
You don't know my fucking confusion when Spoders before the round actually came out, Spoders accidentally uploaded the intro publicly, and I just thought it was like, oh, this is just some fucking Spoders shitpost as per usual. And I saw it on my Twitter and I was like, haha, this is funny. And then episode 1 gets released, and I'm like, what the actual fuck is this?
Wait. You didn't know about it?
No.
That's
No
even.
involvement.
Wait, okay, I'm in love with this round.
I had literally no involvement.
I thought this was
whatsoever.
all you.
No.
Oh no.
I had no
All
fucking
Spoders.
clue it happened. Like, episode 1 got released, and I was like, what the actual shit is this? And it's a fucking Spoders fever dream project with like fucking Flues and Sten and fucking Pat.
The rookie.
Yeah, fucking the rookie James. Fucking Pat played a fucking 1.8 game.
He hates
That's
1.8.
Yeah, Pat fucking does not enjoy 1.8, but he played 1.8 for the fucking Cosmic UHC.
Why are we talking about this?
It's I don't know. It's the fact that it happened blows my mind. It's so fucking weird.
Ben got his first win.
He did, yeah, and I'm proud of him.
Does that count as a win?
Yeah.
Yeah. He defeated the rookie.
Okay. Modified.
Amazing that it took this long for a round with that concept to be released.
Yes, I was about to say the same thing.
From what I understand, it's been attempted before, but never worked. But it actually happened, and I'm pretty happy about it.
It looks.
Roster's good. I think the game modes so far has been good. I think it's all been good. Jamie's a fucking nutter. Yeah. Happy with the round. Looking forward to season 2 in about 6 months.
Okay, what's next? Spellbound. This is the last one. By the way.
Oh,
Spellbound actually happened.
is this the
Spellbound times
one
2.
where people were pretending to be Agronir?
Yes.
Hey.
Yeah,
This-
I don't
this is-
like this one.
Okay.
And here's why. Here's why. Here's why. Because I'm getting shit for that.
Why?
Because I'm in a Discord with like Ag and that whole group. This thing comes out and someone sends it. They go, Lego, the fuck is this? You know. I'm like, what? Why? Who was it? You, Brink? Was that you?
Yeah.
Why?
Brink was organized.
Oh, we got,
Yeah.
we got
That's
some tea
fine.
on the
But who
podcast
was
now.
Ag?
That was
Dig,
Dig.
dude.
He's dead. I mean, good. It's a good round. I just don't appreciate Agronir being in the round. That's it.
See, there's
Other
the
than
choice
that?
between
Other than that, great round.
All right.
either that or Beam Me Fiddle. So.
Oh, we didn't talk about abstraction.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was like.
Yeah, we didn't
that
talk
about
about December 2017.
Well, yeah, but like technically, like
Wait, do you want
We can talk about
briefly,
abstraction.
do you want to briefly mention the 3 rounds that have released this year, like 2019?
Yes.
So geology.
Let's play a game of Odd One Out. Geology.
okay.
It was okay. It has potential. I
I will say incredibly weak first impression.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Intro was not good. I think the season was all right in the end. The theme ended up being interesting, despite the fact that concrete's not a type of rock. But you know, it was interesting. The roster was good. There were some criminal picks in there that I will be chasing up the police about. But yeah, it was interesting. That's still that intro though. Next,
Adaptation.
Adaptation was not good.
Just name it adaptation. Adaption.
Yeah,
wait. Adaption?
adaptation. Yes.
Name it that because they're adapting to things.
It was adaptation.
Like it's not an adaptation. So
Yeah, it was. I don't think it was very good.
I just looked up the word adaptation because it didn't sound like a real word to me, and in the dictionary, its definition is another word for adaptation.
Oh, okay.
Intriguing.
I honestly okay. Well, I mean, they could have called it adaptation,
Mm-hmm.
but I guess it'd be the same thing.
Yeah, from what I've heard, they've already had 4 organizer changes, so
Ooh, that's good.
Never promising sign.
not great.
Yeah. I mean, season 2. Let's see how it goes. I don't have high hopes personally, but you know, maybe they could pull it out. And then. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Sorry. Slushy stepped down, and now it's 2 organizers who don't play Minecraft, so it's not great.
That
Great.
sounds incredibly promising.
Mhm. That's an exclusive for all you podcast listeners right here.
Yeah. The juicy details you only get from the podcast.
Hear that, KevinPirie?
And number 3 is Nat 20.
Really good.
I'm excited for season 2 of that.
Yeah, Nat 20 kind of really did a good first impression.
I like it.
me. Yeah. Why'd you sigh then?
Because Garrett won.
Is that a bad thing?
Yes,
Why is he not allowed to win?
because he can't.
Well, I mean, he did.
Did he get any? Wait, did he kill anyone?
No.
No.
Okay, good. I guess it's not that bad. No, but it's a great concept. And honestly, the same thing that you said with Modified, I'm surprised it took this long for a concept like this to come out.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's a very, very fantasy theme. Very nice. Very cool. I mean, like the trailer was fun. The trailer was kind of. I'm wary about trailers which have like voice acting kind of like that. But like it was fun. It was goofy. It's kind of like the first TTE one when Venny was organizer.
Oh,
It was kind of just a fun time. Then intro was good, season was good, players were good, theme was good. It was just good. Big thumbs up for me.
Trailer made me mad because I was trying to find out the players, but the camera angle didn't catch like half of them. So I had a tough time after like half the roster.
Yeah, there was some kind of trailer released recently, right? As of recording, I feel like I remember.
For what?
Sand and Dragons.
Oh yeah, Walking the
Plains
Plains trailer. Because Walking the Plains was dead for ages, and now it's actually released.
Wait, what? It was dead?
Yeah, it's back.
Well,
No, it wasn't dead.
It wasn't dead, but it was like.
Oh, okay.
Hasn't had a season for
It
a
was
year.
dormant.
Mm-hmm. They actually have a season releasing, and the trailer would have been better if they didn't blur out the chat messages.
Huh?
Well, it was I guess the theme was kind of like the trailer was meant to be kind of like cryptic and hidden, like who's the newcomers, but that like they didn't blur the chat messages. So
That was me.
Oh, did you make that?
Oh yeah, it was my first like try at a trailer. So I
Oh,
was having trouble
Well, I
finding
guess-
out what to
yeah.
do.
Yeah, you probably should have blurred the chat messages, or at least blur like the edge of the screen so you can't see stuff, because finding the newcomers was pretty easy for the most part.
still pretty good. If this is your first trailer.
Yeah, I'll say that. I didn't realize. I completely forgot. I didn't know it was you. So like this is your first trailer, so that's
Yeah, you know, it's
pretty
funny.
good.
I went on the Reddit to go look at it, and I saw Brink's YouTube, and I'm like, oh god, Tom, better stop.
I mean, the same thing happened with you when you're fucking cussing out the Agadir stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, that's different because Brink wasn't playing as Agronir.
It was still in the same team though.
Oh, it was my account. I was the one
it is
who-
your
Okay, well now we have a problem.
I just Dig didn't have an ult, so I just gave it to him.
Oh my god, you got the Agronir account. No, you know what? I don't care.
Doesn't sound like you don't care.
Fine, it's fine. Okay. Is that all for the new rounds?
We didn't.
Oh wait, we barely talked about abstraction. I want to talk about abstraction.
That was late 2017 though. So.
Yeah, but we counted it for the awards for 2018.
Conviction.
Fair enough.
Oh, conviction as well. Yes. But
We're straight back
I
here.
think abstraction right now is one of the best rounds on the Reddit, probably.
Mhm.
It's good.
Intros are always good. Seasons seem to be quite up to par, so I'm excited.
Yeah. Here's to Here's the more abstraction. Fun round, played, good time, happy.
Action doesn't have a. It doesn't have a concept, right?
No.
Okay.
It's just,
yeah.
That's the concept.
I think the round is just meant to be carried by the dumb roster.
I
Hey,
think.
Brink, can you spoil something for me from the Walking the Plains trailer?
Huh.
Who's this fighting Edvin?
That's BBR.
Ah, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, we it's nothing that's spoiled 'cause we did figure that out in the RR Discord, but yeah. It's weird it was weird seeing someone fighting Edvin, because it's not something you see being fought often.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the thing.
Yeah. Alright. What else want to talk about, guys?
Well, good thing there's a list, Dom.
Yeah.
I guess. Okay.
If we're going to talk about abstraction and conviction, we have to talk about the other round that came out around that time, Alpha Beatram.
Do
Do we just skip that one?
Okay, next topic.
Let's
What's
go.
cool?
Let's go with Venus. Let's pick that one.
Okay.
Second
Venus-
all
yeah.
round.
Yeah, girl gamers.
All right.
Venus came out like it was late. Was it late last year? Late
It was
2017?
the first.
Well,
It was-
I believe
January
Venus
1st.
was the first round released in 2018, and then we put it for most improved RR and not for new RR in the awards.
Yeah. What a humdinger.
What'd you just say?
What a humdinger.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
What's wrong with that word?
Nothing. I thought. Whatever.
You thought it was someone else?
Yes.
Some of the,
Yeah. Okay. Venus
some of
came out on January 1st, 2018.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of the few rounds that actually have 3 seasons last year. It was
Okay.
Having 3 seasons in a year is pretty good. So
nowadays, yeah.
okay, nowadays I think all we see is like 1 or 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Venus was a good showing for an all round. Another concept, at least in Reddit, that probably should have been way earlier. Surprised it took so long.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it's been done outside of Reddit with stuff like
Stacy says.
with stuff like UHC and Godiva Gaming. UHC just finished the season.
I love Stacy says.
Do you
No.
really?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
All right. Yes. Jesus. All right. Yeah. Venus is definitely good for for like new rounds.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Season 3 probably wasn't great. But
Which season?
season 3.
Season
I think it was just Jenna and Glyph going off, and then I think
Glyph
one team
going off?
killing Glyph. Yeah, just Glyph. Basically.
Yeah, I don't think the phrase Jenna going off is one that's often said or should be said. No offense, Jenna. Yeah, I think.
But yes.
Did we talk about conviction?
Conviction?
I don't think
we
I
said
think we name dropped it.
we name dropped it. Let's talk about it.
Still bitter. I'm still
Conviction's cool. Conviction's cool. I like it.
Good
Dom,
concept. Bad seasons.
I'm tired of you, Dom.
Why?
I'm tired of you and your cynicism towards conviction.
They were the first round that stole Sten from my grasps. I can't let that
Your
go.
cynicism, unneeded, unwanted, unnecessary. How dare you?
That's fair enough.
I've never hated a round like this. Conviction's cool. Season 3 intro is one of my favorites.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah. When I can tell the next season has been taken a while to sort out.
Yeah.
But
Well, maybe that's a
it's-
good thing.
Yeah, taking their time. We should just get the best material.
OTT 5 came out last year.
Okay, now this is pushing too far back.
I don't want to talk about OTT 5.
Why not?
I will say that it wasn't the best and move on.
Yeah.
It was
Okay,
really bad.
topics. What do we have left?
I think
yes,
we're out of
the real-
rounds.
Oh, we got phobia. We'll talk about that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Phobia-
one of you. Who here can talk about phobia?
Yeah.
Go on, Brink.
Wait.
No, obviously, Phobia had a shift in organizer and a shift in like direction. last year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's about
I
it.
mean, it still kept up that feel of being a
Season
phobia
12
roster.
and 13 were alright. Mm-hmm.
I think even with that shift, it's still going quite well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we're still currently abiding by the script, in that we've kind of had this set layout of what the seasons are going to be for a little while now. The next season, season 14, should be the last one where we have that. So from then on outwards, we're probably gonna have some really fucking weird game modes. Some dumb shit's gonna happen.
Gonna have
It's
to
gonna be
use your
great.
noodle.
Yeah, we're gonna have to use our noodle.
Mm.
Definitely
I've
should
used
do
my
something
noodle
based on
a
the
lot.
Mm.
anatodophobia.
That's the duck one, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Not doing the one where you have it's the fear of like a duck's always watching you.
Yeah, but then just do the hostile chickens thing that fucking what's it
Those
called?
are chickens.
Determination.
Yeah, but you can make them use a pack where the chickens are ducks.
I don't even know if that's gonna to wow people that all.
Are you kidding me? Didn't people go nuts when chickens were killing people in that one round?
Yeah.
Determination.
Termination?
That was a small part of the game mode.
Mm-hmm. Not the
Fine.
whole thing.
40
Fine.
hearts.
Whatever.
I like determination. I miss it.
Good job, Dom and Jamie on phobia. Very good
Oh,
job.
Thank you.
Thanks.
So for things that we have on the list, I just added these two random things as we were recording. I brought it up earlier, but I really want to talk about all these old players coming back, and if it will have an effect on returners for rounds, or maybe even old rounds coming back.
Oh, yeah.
100% is going to have like an impact on rounds. I could definitely see some UHC relics popping up in some weird rounds nowadays.
Do you think that it would bring back any old rounds that have previously died?
I don't really know. I don't know. I
Not really.
think a lot of the people who came back had rounds.
I don't think it's about that if they organize it. If you can get a group of people who are in that round or whatever, I don't see why not.
You still got to get like permission from the organizer, and that's something that some people might not be too fond of.
Okay. Just a thought.
Yeah, I don't know if many old rounds will come back, but I definitely see that an influx of old people returning to some rounds.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, could be funky times.
And then I also put on here the WMC contest, and that can also rope into. I think WMC had one season in 2018.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it did.
Yes. Okay, so let's rope these into two things. First of all, WMC contest was pretty good. I think someone was robbed, but still pretty good.
Yeah, it was unfortunately a very weak showing.
Well, only
entries,
not like
but
no one really applied.
yeah, that's the thing.
10
It was
people.
very low amount of entries, and I think it was just because the theme of the contest was kind of really obscure. Like it wasn't at all open ended. You kind of had to do a very specific thing, and I think people just got turned off by that, which is a shame.
It felt kind of like a team of two contest. You're working with your friend to find out how to kill them, and then they said it's a solo entry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they
that
kind of killed it.
I brought people away from it.
Yeah, I know. I offered. I tried to make an offer and be like, hey, if you want to make a contest entry and you need someone to like kill in dumb ways, I'll help out. I think like some people messaged me, but the only person I actually ended up like directly working with was Jamie on his one.
Robbed.
So yeah, I think people just weren't too interested.
I think
but
my entry was probably the weakest of the top three. So
I'm
I wouldn't consider myself robbed, as you put it.
I'm gonna be real. I'd probably agree with you, Jamie.
I disagree. I like Jamie's because it was like funny to watch. Fancy's like, okay, yeah, Fancy should really get bonus points for actually doing it in game.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even remember watching Burbles.
I watched all of the. So I watched all of them, all of the contest entries. Well, because I was one of the people who kind of like marked the initial round of the entrance. I watched them with Katie. We just kind of like both just like rattled off them, and I think with the top three, the main things we had for the top three was Burble's one, who ended up winning. Congrats to Burble. Was really funny. It was kind of really creative in a way that it didn't really try to like do the theme. Like the way it addressed the theme was really stupid and silly, and it was fun.
Oh yeah, I remember Burbles. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So really the only main criticism I can give to Burbles one is that it didn't really address the theme, but it's kind of not what it intended to do. It's kind of weird. Fancy's one was incredibly well done, as in like in terms of like it's kind of like it just did everything well in what it should have done, and like it made it maybe like the trap wasn't that interesting, but like presented the whole thing extremely well. Actually pulled the trap off in game, which was very impressive, and just the overall look was just very well done. And then Jamie's one was a creative trap with a good amount of presentation, but for me, I think where Jamie's one kind of fell apart was his explanation, because like you had this really funny like first part, kind of like selling the trap, and it was nice, but then it went to the explanation, and it kind of slowed down the whole thing a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it was in the middle of my mid-year uni exam, so I didn't really have the time to everything together. That sort of came back to bite me a bit.
Yeah, I think if you had a stronger like explanation portion of the video, I think you could have really stood a chance. But yeah, I think yours is definitely the weakest of the top three. And
I think Bird was probably the best fit in the round. I couldn't let alone the top three.
Yeah, I think Burble was the deserved winner. Although I will say for me it was really close between Burble and Fancy's applications. Like it really could have been a coin flip between them, but I decided with Burble at the end. As for the rest of the applications, there were some pretty decent ones that got kind of cut out from the top three, and then there were some really, really poor ones. So I think it was kind of an average. Lego's one
didn't even do it.
Yeah, Lego was just 10 minutes of him talking to the camera, and he.
Why are we?
I'm sorry. He didn't even address the theme.
I don't. Whatever.
I think he ended up like with I think one person gave him 1 point, like in the first round of voting, and that was it. He got like 0 elsewhere. Yeah, and it was.
Okay. Well, I think it was just a problem that there were really no participants in the contest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
That really brought it down.
Yeah, I feel like if a new contest was to come around this year, I probably should do a little bit more of an open-ended theming to allow more people to be a bit more creative, because this one was very limiting.
Yeah. That kind of ropes into, we talked about Ambition like having like a surprisingly like 2 seasons released. WMC had 1.
Yeah.
And it was in the middle of the year, in July. So it wasn't like, oh, they were gone for like the first half and they disappeared for the second half of the year, which was very weird. I think
when Callum and I joined from the contest in 2017, it was just after season 23 had been recorded and was coming out, and then just season 24 planning was just very slow. And then it came out, and then season 25 planning was also being very slow. It's because I think none of the organizers have any time whatsoever to actually like organize. So it's just been unbelievably slow in getting things done. It's happening. Like things are happening in there. It's not very fast.
Yeah, because in the last 2 seasons they promoted Ripper and Ratchet, is it? And
Ripper, like officially, I don't know if Ratchet's an organizer. Like he definitely like helps out a lot, but I don't know if he's like actually considered an organizer.
Yeah, on the WMC contest it said like from all 4 of them, so I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I think Ratchet definitely helped out a lot with the contest. I know that. I don't know if he's like a full-on organizer though. Discord, he is. Nah, he's not. He's just. I think he's just helping a lot with the contest.
I just think that. I think it's going to be hard to like organize a season when all of them seem to have like full-on lives that they have to manage, especially with Fairy having his baby, I think, last year.
Yeah.
And then
Fairy had a kid last year.
Berg has
2 kids now.
Oh, 2.
I'm pretty sure he has 2. I might be mistaken. I'm probably wrong.
Yeah, Berg has 2 kids.
Yeah, okay, yeah. And then Ripper, I think Ripper's just busy all the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, having 3 organizers that are just busy constantly. doesn't lead to much getting done. It's unfortunate.
What you're saying is you need to take over and add another round to your list.
Jesus
What I'm
Christ.
saying is, I'm going to take over WMC. I'm going to add Jamie. The pair will be back for a third time.
What about me? We can have our
And then we'll
podcast.
add BS Brent.
We will add
No.
BS Brent. And Sfeel.
If you guys take over
I'm not talking
WMC, can I take over TDC?
I don't trust you with TDC.
What? That's fair.
Because I feel like within like 5 minutes of you getting TDC...
I would delete the Discord.
No, before you delete the Discord, you just add 9200. And then delete it.
That's not...
There's something wrong with that?
Yeah, what's wrong with 92? Brink, don't even get me started. I've been trying to get 9 to rounds, I'm not even in.
Yeah, well, I'm not
I'm aware.
gonna, let's not bring up the phobia vote.
Yeah, please, for Nye's sake.
Poor guy.
Yeah, I think that's all I have to say regarding WMC's disappearance.
Oh, can I? Something I want to mention.
Again on the
that was-
topic of WMC.
Oh, yeah, okay, go ahead.
Because old players.
That's
Mhm.
right, yeah, the old player. Well, a lot of the old players that are coming back weren't in WMC.
I know,
Yeah.
but WMC's full of old players, and old players are coming back.
Did you what? You think
Yeah.
it's going to add all the old people?
I know. I feel
Yeah.
like maybe because there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people who are in the WMC Discord who are not going to play. They're just they're like veterans of the round who are just there. I think maybe with more old people coming back, it might encourage a few people in there to like pop their heads about. I feel like we might maybe see some faces encouraged by that, but
Okay.
Darth in WMC.
Darth and Pepper for WMC.
Oh, God.
let's go. Darth and Peppet should have been an Inseparable.
Oh yeah.
That would be
should've.
Inseparable duo.
Darth and Prawless from Vitality.
Inseparable duo. Alright, one thing I want to mention about last year, that was kind of a thing that has been constantly running through 2018, was the new RR Clash. There was a lot of matches of that. Why are you gonna sigh for that?
Because this is...
It's a little bit of a mess.
It's a mess.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, it just didn't work. I mean, it's working.
Yeah, it's still happening.
We just had an announcement on
Guys,
the
big
subreddit.
news, breaking news, just so we can stop talking about the RR Clash.
Breaking news.
Agency Live has been announced.
Oh my god.
Hey,
my
Hey,
God.
Lagoon!
Oh,
Lagoon's playing!
Oh my god, Lagoon.
I'm playing!
Oh my god.
oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god,
Shut
oh my god,
up,
oh my god, oh my
Brink's
god.
playing.
Wait,
Oh my
hold on.
god.
Fwip's playing!
Oh.
KevinPirie's playing!
I'm spectating with ODog. I'm
ODog's
spectating with ODog.
Oh my god. This is the dream come true. Here's everything I've ever wanted.
Isn't this so cool?
Yeah, I can't wait
Agency
to watch.
Live, yes! Bobby the Turtle's playing. Okay, good. Okay, yeah, I'm glad we just got off topic of the RR Clash.
we got it out of our system.
Yes, all right. What else going on?
Well, I'm trying to look through the list here and think. Wait, when was our last podcast where we talked about like rounds that released?
Bit.
June, I think. It was the bit episode.
Yeah, we
Okay.
definitely talked about the Clash there.
All right, so how about I talk about a special round that happened since then, World Cup.
Oh, not Tuna?
Oh, we can talk about.
Oh right, Tuna.
Okay, let's talk about Tuna. Let's fucking talk about Tuna.
Yeah, good. Because if we talk about World Cup, you already know what I'm gonna say.
There's people from Israel.
There's one,
Yeah,
and
you're
he
not
didn't
from-
play. And he didn't play.
Well, that's tough shit.
Did they announce the new moderators yet? Have you even done that?
No. I mean, it's been about a week.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I
Give
feel
him a
like
time.
it's been a lot longer than that. I don't know why.
Yeah. Tuna.
Anyway, all right, irrelevant. Yeah, Tuna.
Can someone like I don't know what the fuck's going on with Tuna.
You don't know what's
So,
going on with Tuna?
Jinko ran apps on Twitter
Mhm.
around, and this is that round. Which is why it has a weird roster with like Spittoon, Tags, who else is in it? It's Fishy.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's also
Like,
why the
it's
upload rates
whack.
aren't fantastic either. It's interesting. It's weird. I'll give it that. Intro was really fucking good. Let's say.
Yeah.
I always like Jake's intros.
Yeah, he does good work, but it's funky. It's really strange. Yeah, and as for World Cup, regardless of what Lego has to think about him playing for Israel,
it would be insane.
I think
You can play for Israel when I play for Wales. I'm actually eligible for Wales, and I never get invited.
This is so sad. And I think the 2018 World Cup was a huge improvement over the last one. I feel like they really fleshed out the roster a lot better and made it feel a much more like a World Cup, a lot more, because it represented a lot more countries, a lot more people, a lot more diverse faces. I think it was very good. Sucks Thiago won, but what can you do?
Yeah.
This isn't RR related. It's just UHC related.
Mm-hmm.
ODog made a discussion post on the Reddit 7 hours ago.
Is this the old phrases?
Yes. Thank you, ODog.
I'm really bumping for the. I'm really trying to get the top comment on that with the thing I said.
What'd you say?
Classic bad fan paragraph.
Thanks.
Oh, I found it. Upvote.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, ODog. Yeah, and then Winter Wonderland. I don't want to forget about that.
Oh yeah, because that one best.
That one best one time. I do not want to forget Winter Wonderland. That one was very good.
That was a deserved winner. It was really
very
good.
Deserved winner. It was the biggest winner, biggest margin.
Yeah, it was a really good season. Really well done one time. With really good stuff.
Yeah, I think 2018 in a summer. If I just sum up 2018. RR wise, it was a decent year.
It was a pretty good showing.
I would say 2017 was definitely, I think, one of the better years. With rounds that showed up.
That's apps.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, agree with that.
Zach Eagle team kill?
Wow.
Okay.
Is that all we have?
I have to give a shout out.
Yes.
I gotta give a shout out to Kratos Season 4 for existing.
Yeah, Kratos came back.
Kratos came back after the beauty that was Season 3. The most beautiful thing to ever exist. And then they were like, why would we end on this hilariously bad season when we can just release a bad season? And yeah. Thank you, Kratos Season 4 for ruining Kratos Season 3 for me. I'm incredibly distraught and upset.
I didn't mind Kratos Season 3.
It was not good.
I didn't mind Kratos Season 3. It wasn't good, it wasn't bad. It was just very uninteresting.
I don't even know if I want to comment on how good it was actually, because I feel like I might just be blinded by all of like the beautiful moments that I remember from the montage, all the iconic scenes. All of our favorite goofs and gaffs. I'm currently just looking through the list of the rounds that released last year, and I'm seeing if there's anything notable I want to like briefly mention.
Well, I also want to bring up the reason our guest here, Brink, you have the RR stats thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good. What am I at for first deaths? And is anyone coming close?
I have no idea about the full total, but I can see 2018.
Okay. I think I was up there for 2018. Shocker.
I think Benny won it. Benny died first a lot.
No.
He did.
Yeah, but he was nowhere near me before 2018 started. Like, my closest competition was Frost, I think.
Yeah, Brink only did the stat stuff for 2018 though.
Yes,
so
but
you can't really.
Still, pretty big stuff.
Mm.
I don't have anything else RR-wise to talk about.
I'm just doing a quick scout, but
I do want to make a quick unrelated announcement regarding a good friend of mine. At the time of recording, my good friend Shy Gus's channel has been terminated.
Oh yeah, that's fair enough.
My Twitter has been flooded with tweeting at a bot to do something about it. Tweeting at a bot will do nothing. If this gets Dom's
Actually-
channel,
to be fair, I think YouTube creators, I think it's just bot. Team YouTube, I think actually is human replies.
isn't Team
but the-
YouTube the one that DM'd Gus and said that he was endangering children?
Yeah, I don't know if that's like, I don't know if that's actually like some
No,
bot
the
shit.
best
I
way
know
to
that's probably bot shit, but like they actually do like the thing is the account actually doesn't reply to everyone, and they have different replies for
Okay.
everyone. So I think it is human operators, but from then on, I fucking don't
Okay,
know.
so the best solution right now is to find someone's email and do something, but let's just band together, do anything we can instead of flooding my Twitter. But let's do anything we can because he's probably one of the most hard-working people in this community, if I'm being honest. He does not.
Yeah, losing his channel loses a lot of
Yeah,
the
it's
valuable
not
stuff
like
he's made over the years.
it's not like me losing my channel where we're losing my 20 FPS RR perspectives. Like we're missing a lot of there's a lot of intros on there and a lot of hard work put into there. So
Mhm.
let's figure this out.
Yeah.
Sorry Gus that this is happening to him. This is the last person that deserves it to happen.
Yeah.
I don't know if it happened to Sid, it'd be even worse. Imagine if Sid Garcia's channel got taken down for
No.
child endangerment.
Yeah, but it was like
Sid
real.
would never. No.
Yes, but Shy Gus, Mr. Sonic fan, we'll do it. We'll figure it out. That's all I wanted to say before the episode ended.
Yeah, I think we've actually covered everything.
I have a note.
Oh, you have a
Nope.
note.
Ultra Cake Core had more live seasons than they did actual seasons.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
How many more?
Just one more.
Okay, then okay. For some reason I was thinking it'd be like a lot more than that.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, they only had 3 seasons in total there.
All right.
2 live, one actual. So
That's because the Cake Core guys like to do charity stuff, and they always
yeah.
put they always have
That's
a
always
UHC
nice.
in the charities. They always have a UHC during the charity stuff. So
Mhm.
thanks
like the
for.
Minecraft Marathons.
Oh yeah, by the way, Brink, thanks for giving me full diamond in that one.
Oh, yeah.
that one, in the one I played. I really did you proud. I got 1 kill and died to James.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really that easy to fight against James in 1.12, so
Yeah, I'm ass at 1.12, so it was a good time.
Well, if that's everything, thank you, Brink, for coming today.
Nope.
I like this is just the start of our new format. Next week we're gonna have more than one person on.
Next week. Ambitious.
Yeah, my bad. Next year
next
we're gonna
time.
have.
We'll see you guys in August.
Wait, so assuming this comes out within what, a week? What would the gap have been? We should do our podcast gaps. Do like the shortest gap.
yeah.
I'll do for the podcast members. See how long they've gone without being on.
Yeah. Well,
I'd suck because I've been on. I'm the only person who's been on every single fucking podcast. Every single fucking one.
what are you doing?
I don't know.
Well, we need you to record.
I wasn't even a member on the first episode. I was a guest on the first episode, and then they just kind of kept me.
Well,
I've been here
thanks,
ever
Dom.
since. Maybe I should quit.
Yeah.
Maybe I should take a break.
If you quit now, you're not getting your check in the mail.
Alright, looks like I got a few more then.
All right. Thanks, guys, for watching again. We hope to see you as soon as possible. Definitely keep thinking about people you want to see on the podcast. But don't message Jamie because Jamie doesn't look at his DMs.
Yeah, we need Kevin on.
Nope.
Yeah.
End the podcast. End the day.
Whoops.
KevinPirie!
Woo!